Thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to catch a fish, and then I'm going to come back with some crankbait modifications. Y'all stay tuned. Hey. There we go. Okay. Just let in here. Ain't a bad way to start the morning. Chippewa strikes again. Nishine lure works. Not too bad. We'll take it. Did a little play with my Chippewa. I changed the hooks out. Well, the hooks that come on are pretty good, but I just have my own personal preference. And I like to put a Gamakatsu on there, so I did. Upsized a little bit, had a little more bite on it. It's a good way to start the morning though. I've only made 3 or 4 casts, so. I'm really falling in love with this Chippewa. We're throwing it on a 6-3-1 reel, medium action ardent rod, 14-pound mono. Can't beat that. Throwing a different color this morning. Throwing the shad looking color. I'm not sure what it's called. Kind of got a purple back and a shady looking side. Kind of a chartreuse hue to it, white belly. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some modifications that we can do with these different Chippewas that we have. First of all, I did find out the name of this thing. It's called I can say it real slow, it's hard to say. It's BPB shad on this one. It's the one that's got the purple back, got a little chartreuse hue to it, the white sides. It's also got a white belly to it. So anyway, it's called a BPB shad. That's what it is. So as you can see, we've talked about it before. What I like to do is I like to take the hooks off that come on it, and I'll put usually it'll be a round bend Gamakatsu number 4. Put one on the front and one on the back. It's just a personal preference. The hooks that come on them are really sharp, which seem like they have a little bit longer shank, and they don't quite have the bite that I like. And I've noticed I've lost a few fish on them, even though they are really sharp. I've done this. That seems to help. I've also kind of experimenting with that Magic Eye, the Gamakatsu Magic Eye, and I'm really liking it. It's got a short shank on it, and it works really good. I've been throwing on my traps and also these Chippewas. One thing you might think about doing, we've talked about this before, some of the other videos, is I haven't had any issue with the little snap here, so I've just been tying it to the snap. If you wanted to and you had some issue, I'd probably put an oval shaped split ring on the front. A lot of times I've done that in the past, so I've had issues, but with this one I hadn't had any issues, so I think that's something that you could do if you wanted to, but I hadn't seen any reason to. The other Chippewa that I like, this one here, I might say it slow as well. It's the BPB chartreuse shad. It's kind of got a purple top. It's got the chartreuse sides, and got the orange belly. As you can see, I've already taken the hooks off of this one, and I like the color like it is, the chartreuse color. I've caught, I don't know how many, probably about as many as I've caught on the shad. But one of the things I like to do is with this one is, especially this time of year in the fall and winter, a lot of times those fish like red. Sometimes I don't always have a red one on me. So I've noticed one thing. These baits really take, a Sharpie. That's all it is, just a Sharpie. You take that Sharpie and just paint the side of it, and it looks really good, believe it or not. Now, it's not going to stay on there all day, but it'll stay on there long enough for you to tell if that's what you need to do or not. And it's really not that hard during the day to put another coat on there every once in a while. So it's not a big deal. So I'll just paint the crap out of that thing like that, however I want to. And I may fish it for 30 or 40 minutes and see if that's what the deal is. If it is, then, I'll go with it. and I'll just keep dealing with it all day. And you know, every 30 minutes or so, or 40 minutes, I'll repaint it. Maybe even every hour. And what's so good about this? I've got the Sharpie on there. It's red. Like I say, this time of year, red's a really popular color. And what's so good about using that Sharpie is you can get it right back like it was with a little rubbing alcohol. So usually I've got some paper towels in the boat, and all you got to do is just get that rubbing alcohol. We'll take that Sharpie right off. Just like that. You can't beat it. Anyway, those are just a few tips. What I do with them. And like I said, it's become a go-to bait for me when I'm fishing shallow. Like I've said before, you can pull it through just about anything without getting hung up. I'm not sponsored by them. I just like the bait. So if you do a lot of shallow fishing, I'd give them a shot. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my video. If you will, please like and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for watching.